from what I've seen of females I've dealt with, as well as female friends, their next man is always someone that used to be a friend. Is they have more of friends that become the next man than it was a man they just met out of the blue. Like, and I feel like he was never your friend. He was someone you knew liked you, but you just referred to him as a friend until the time comes to make it convenient for you. And that's what I've observed. When it comes to the friend zone, it's usually because you knew he liked you, and whatever reasons he wasn't on it then, so you just left him as a friend.
See, I can't say that I've
never like, no, I'm never gonna like you. I'm never gonna see you like that.
I've seen it.
It's like if a female refers to a male to me as a friend, I'm like, I always said it. You can't be friends by choice. Yeah, don't get me wrong, you can choose to like someone, but I mean that initial interaction, like I always say, the only way as an adult woman you have genuine male friends nowadays is either through school, college, like any educational establishment or work prior to your actual childhood. I said no one as adults goes and makes friends of opposite sex. You don't go to Tesco's and say, hey, do you want to be friends? Like walking down the aisle, both picking up cabbage. It don't happen like that.
So no, but then there can be times if you're seeing someone on a reoccurring factor.
For the pilgrims, it does.
What do you mean? It don't blossom and you just stay friends?
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, you know, for example, as like how you're saying, you could meet somebody, whether it be like a mutual person.
But that's it. If you're in their company, what I'm saying, you don't choose to be in a stranger's company. So even that, you have mutual friends and you're not in the same circles and you're sharing.
No, but I'm saying, like you were saying, you might go out and see someone, say like in your area. You might not know someone, you've gone to a shop one day, you've seen each other, hi, morning, whatever, and then you keep seeing them over and over and over again.
As I know, no one ain't asking for their number as a friend.
No, but what I'm saying is you might start just generally, you know, like a little chit chat. If you consider,
I know what you're saying, but have you done that? Because I still ain't ever seen. There's people to this day.
Most of them have been females.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't see a man or woman in any space outside of a mutual shared, like I said, education or work or even mutual friendship circle.
I was going to say,
because I was saying to a female, basically, what to counter it, I was saying if a female claims a man as her friend, and I say, how did you meet him? And straight away that told me he was never your friend. He drew you, you gave him a number, you gave him your Instagram, whatever it was, and you left him there until whatever down the line, months, years, whatever. But typically it's a scenario whereby when a female has a new man, that new man used to be a friend while she had a man.
Mine would be some sort of working network.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, because that's what grown people do. But women, I feel, use that friend term very. And then the joke response is, it's like when a man says his cousin. Yeah. Like, that's bait. Someone is your cousin. But when you say a female's your cousin, they're not your cousin. But yeah, I feel like typically the whole friend and the friend zone, that scenario is controlled utterly by women, I feel. Like, because I'm not trying to be your friend, and you have to be a real pom-pom as a man to hide
I just think generally it's run by women because a lot of the time women may not want to. I think there's a mixture. I think sometimes it's that women may not have that interest in you on a physically attractive level, but they may think you're genuinely a cool person. Yeah, and then you have got some other types of females, I won't lie, that are like, don't necessarily have an interest in like that, but it could be beneficial to me. And when I say beneficial, I mean in any sort. So it's like, it's not necessarily even sexual. It might just be like, you know what, I bet if I ask him for this.
Listen, we're in books, man. We're in books.
No, I'm not saying that they do.
I'm asking you, do you think for men it's always sexual?
Do you know what? I actually don't.
Shout out
I think there's a.
When is it always in the initial interaction? Or
as in, if they just approach you.
No, I think. Let's be. If I'm gonna be real,
do you think
I'll say nine times out of 10 they'll look because they're thinking something about her has already caught his eye. Yeah, there may be something appealing, but I do feel there's still that percentage, whether it be the 1%, 2%, whatever. I do feel like there are men out there that sometimes it could just be, like they might make a joke with somebody in passing. Say like, I don't know, you're in an event. It depends on what you do as a person, what you're like as well, your nature. You might bust 2 jokes and then it's like, because someone's throwing that banter back, but you find out, that person does this or that. You then end up networking. So you're asking the number from the networking, not because you have an interest. If you end up having a conversation that develops outside of what you were
and that happens, that's, again, you would know in your mind the person doing that, what their intentions are. Me and a friend zone, it literally had a profound effect on me as a young man. See this whole truth thing, unfiltered, tell the truth, raw with it. It was all because of the friend zone I became like, specifically in terms of with women. Like where I'm making my intent from the start. I'm not saying yes, I want to mash you and love you and all that, but I would tell them straight like, yeah, like I like you for whatever reason. I'm not trying to this. I'm not. But I would admit I'm not trying to be a friend because my current girlfriend now, she friends on me when we was like 16, 17. Like, and it was like we used to talk on the phone for ages. She got a number, all of that. But as a young man, I should have known that when she's talking to me about next man, should have known. But I was young, I was naive. But I literally remember the day of like, yeah, so what's going on with us then? These are the days I used to go to my friends' houses to use their 3 after 6 tariffs. That's what I'm talking. I had a pay-as-you-go at 16, and certain brethren had the 3 after 7 and thing. Yeah, it wasn't even. My mum had the original 3 after, but the 3 after 7, yeah. And but only on T-Mobile back then. One way it was, yeah. So
1 to 1.
Yeah, 1 to 1. But so I was round friends' houses, walking from gate back down to Thatch House, just use friends' phones to talk to the phone. So man, what honestly, yeah, we saying it was talking to her, like all them thing there.
Making love to her,
but then I'm not like literally the day I said to her.
That's what that is.
No, but I'm like, I've walked her home, met the mum and the sister. I've spoke to the aunt on the phone. Them ones like
you was poisoning her brain.
But then imagine. So when I finally said, oh yeah, so what's going on with us?
She said nothing.
She said, we're just really good friends. I went mad. Literally, yeah, in the last 12 months, I don't know if the whole lockdown scenario just has triggered everyone differently. It has, but specifically in our interactions, I have had problems with female friends over the last year or two where I said, this is what effing happens when you've got too many female friends.
Dead.
I'm 36, and never in my life, I've always took pride in the fact I've got an abundance of female friends. All my closest friends, I've got like 3 that my closest friends are female, and they're not all my friends anymore. Primarily because of I felt like this situation would never occur with a male friend. Like it don't make no. How is this happening? I've done nothing wrong. I've been honest, but I've always supported there, being a good friend, looked out for you, and over something you didn't like me saying or doing, but still wasn't malicious. You just couldn't. I've had an uncle and a sister told me she got feelings for you. It's long having female friends.
Women, right, for the most part, never really tell you what their intentions are. Never. They're slick. If you don't know,
and I didn't know. If you're aware, then you know what they're trying.
Women, as I said, they are the architects of fuckery. So they'll be seeing shit that you'll never be able to see because you're just a man, right?
And you're ignorant.
You're Mr. Logical, but yet you can't see that. Why can't you see
someone so intelligent?
Yeah.
How did you not realise?
But it's true though.
Not going to be in a play, and women do it as well, but just not so much in their friendships. They do it with men. When I say men, they like men that they're the ones chasing.
Yeah.
Like, we have this lens that's different because you're thinking she comes
tunnel
to me.
vision. Yeah, you don't see nothing outside of that.
She comes to me for that. If she did like me, why would she come to me and tell me about this man?
My woman now,
that's when they're playing the games. That's the.
My woman now, she calls everything, every single thing, and it's only now that I'm in a place of understanding where I'm like, see, I can't not see it. It's not as simple as just having a female friend. As I said, when I'm being asked something, I'm taking into account other things because usually there's other things.
I ain't got no female friends that are less than like 10 years friendships. Probably 9 out of my 10 friendships that are female are literally from childhood. Like I've got all my friendships, most of my friendships are like 20 years plus. So if I've got a female, I'm very much aware of this typical insecurity of female friends and so whatever. If you might not be insecure, but I know it's a general thing. So I'm like, I make it very clear, I am one of them guys. I do have a lot of female friends. I make it clear. So you know something, and even my girlfriend like now, it's like obviously how life is nowadays. I ain't seen some of my friends for years.
Bro, listen,
I ain't heard of them. Like, you're not gonna hear. There's my male friends ain't heard of either. I've got some male friends that only contact me on social media. Yeah. So you're never gonna hear me speak their name out loud because you're not there when I'm just having a laugh with them. I've got some friends that just respond to my posts and stuff, and we have a laugh. But that's it. I've got friends that I literally haven't. Friends from primary school, but I've not seen them for like 3 to 10 years. But I talk to them every week on social media. It's mad. And this is what I see things about social media because you're feeling like you're maintaining a friendship, but you ain't doing nothing.